Welcome to the biggest spiritual platform in Africa and as a whole. People watch us because they want to learn. Before, we used to pray, we used to read the Bible. We came to prophetics. Then we started speaking in tongues. Now, everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to acquire knowledge. So today we are going to discuss who we were and who we have become. The origin of Africans, or as Africans, and especially as Ghanaians. Ye pese ye hu baby ye fi baby ya ba bedru ya yira e den ye nye ni yie religion e de yen akone sen eno ene ye pese ye discuss ende midinya e de Mami Grace ai sebe se wabon na wo mpa adesua embe attack obi a wa ha. This is not your church, this is not your school. This is a spiritual platform. We talk everything spiritual. So if you don't understand this show, you can go and detox. Once again, welcome to another beautiful episode. Who are you as African? And who are you? Ghanaian, wo ye hwan, wo firi he, wo origin ye den, wase efiri he fa. Midinya ede Mami Grace. Me na me di dwumedie we ho echia me. Nenda ya guest no, me gidi say social media eho ayehye mo de mo questions nyina e de agu ho. Enti me mo no ankasa introduce ne ho. Onipa ko a oye na afi wa be kire he say wunim say oye Israel na obete. Na say wunim say osofu pani eli no ya igbeni a no odi yeke a ene obeje wani so. I am Wakwaba. Na mumye ina welcome your guest. No sefe no wa join yenya. Unyan Lucy she. Membo bibiara Akwaba at the bar Revelations. Yes, we are still the biggest. Ubia and discuss spiritual things. They say because of Revelations. We thank God. Papa, welcome to Revelations.
Thank you, madam.
Please introduce yourself to our beautiful viewers.
Well, my name is Nufialaga Mawufemor Korbla Nornyibey. I'm a tourism consultant, a farmer, and a researcher.
I saw something river.
Yes,
I want you to add that.
And I'm also the event director of Ghana International River Festival in Sogakope. It's an annual water sporting activity.
Welcome to Revelations.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, who are we as Ghanaians? Who are we as Africans?
Thank you for the question. Now, before I answer your question, let me use the opportunity to greet your viewers and also members of Hamu Development Foundation. Now, before we were known as Ghanaians, we came from somewhere. In the ancient past, people or nations were known by their what? Their language, tradition, and spirituality. These are the some of the things that identify a nation or a group of people in the ancient past. And this includes how they understand who the creator is, the universe, and or let me say the cosmology. But as people, we begin to develop or have certain ideas, we start to fight each other for power and resources. And if you are not fortunate and you are defeated, then you become colonized, or you will be colonized by the one who defeated you. And in so doing, they impose their systems on the people who are defeated. That is why today you see people who are given different name from the name of their origin. Okay, now to identify who we are or where we came from, we need, or when we want to talk about African spirituality, we need to first redefine the Eurocentric concept of God. Because the Eurocentric concept of God that has been packaged to us has rather moved us from how we as a people identify God or we see the Creator. First of all, we need to understand that Africans or black people came from a certain part of the world to this place. Our ancestors migrated from the lost continent of Mu, that is Mu. And history shows that they were led by a high priest with the name Nuwo. Nuwo had 3 sons. Seme, which was corrupted. Now, Nuwo is what has been corrupted in the Bible as what? Noah. His first son, Seme, is what has been corrupted to what? Shem.
Hey.
The second son, Hamu, corrupted to what? Ham. Then the third son, Janu, corrupted to what? Japhet.
No, I need a bush for you know where before. Hey.
Before we'll come to that.
Okay.
We will come to that.
Okay.
We all came from different places, and our family tree are interconnected. Yes. So somebody may be an Akan, somebody may be from Gadangbe, but we will, at the end of the day, we're going to establish what makes us one when it comes to our spirituality and our tradition.
Okay.
So the story of Noah was taken from when our ancestors left the lost continent of Mu because of what? Flooding. So I will ask our cherished viewers to search for the lost continent of Mu. The moon is spelled M-U. Now, from there, we move to Babylon. So, in the Babylonian language, Noah was spelled Nuhu. Our ancestors moved and built kingdoms and built empires along the way. But so when they got to what is called what? The Mesopotamian. From there, they moved to build the Kemet, what they call as Kemet or Egypt. But the actual name is what? Kem.
Hey. Can I be for one? Bibia mu odi won mu na yam dia.
Yes, because yes, Kem is Aigbekasa, is ever means sandy place or in the sand. That is why you see the land of Egypt or the Cedar Valley, they call it desert. Yes. It's full of sand. Mm-hmm. So that explains why our ancestors call it what? Kema, which means in the sand. Kema. So when these European Egyptologists came to the Cedar Valley, or what is now known as Kemet or Egypt, they corrupted the name to what? Kemet, or to Egypt. Egypt is the Greek name that was given to that area. It wasn't given to by our ancestors. Now, from there, we were told. Now, let me go to the scriptures. We were told that our ancestors or a group of people were enslaved in the ancient Egypt. Let me use the word Egypt so that it will be easy for everyone.
No, mention the Ewe name, it's fine.
Yes, for everybody to understand.
You mention Egypt, then you add the Ewe name.
Yes. Kema. Our ancestors were in Kema. In fact, they built Kemet. When you go to the scriptures, they said God has his chosen people. What we call the New or Old Testament was from the beginning of time were known as what? The Alpha scriptures. And as I explained earlier on, civilization upon civilization came, and those writings were translated into various languages, from the to Assyrian language, the Babylonian language, to the Persian language, to the Greek language, then the Latin language. Before now, today, we have the what? The English language dominating the world. So, at this point, if we are talking about African spirituality, then we need to, as I said, redefine the Eurocentric concept of God. Mm-hmm. Then we can establish or make a case for our African spirituality. Now, my research shows that the creator of the universe was not known as God. The creator was never known or was never called God from the beginning of time. The title or the name God is a name of a Germanic idol. It is there. Google it. You'll come across it. It is called Gouda then. Gradually, it was corrupted. This is how they spell it. Gouda. The German is a Germanic idol which was corrupted. Then gradually, it was changed to what? Gouda. From there, it was shortened when the King James and his 47 clergymen were translating the Bible or the Alpha scriptures. They turned it into what? God. So, from the beginning of time, before the Europeans translated the Bible, this was not the name of the Creator. The title God was never the name of the Creator. So the question is,
what was the name?
What was the name
Yes.
of the Creator?
Yes.
Now we're going to find out what was the name of the Creator.
Inti upesa oche say God ye German for bosom.
Yes, God is German for bosom. Obian kwaya ni research and find out the truth.
Say Pope saw the Bible no kono the book fufura ba say nya adwo. Asa. Akpa.
So now we're going to look at the true name of the Creator.
Okay.
This is where I would like to use the scriptures.
Awesome.
We will start off from, I would like everyone to read 1 Samuel chapter 12, verse 8. In this scripture, Samuel invoked the God of thunder, lightning, and fire. This God of thunder, lightning, and fire, when you come to the Ewe-Pilo language, I'm using the word Pilo because it's one of the ancient languages, one of the oldest languages. The God of thunder is known in the Ewe-Pilo language as what? Yev. Yev. Now, after we finish reading 1 Samuel chapter 12 verse 18, we go to Job chapter 37 verse 4 to 5. That also describes or gives you a clear understanding of who the God of thunder, lightning is. Then from there, we can also read 1 Samuel chapter 7, verse 10. It also will give you a clear picture of who, or of how, or let me say the true name of the Creator is. So now let's come back home to the Ewe-Pilo language. We in the Volta region, or when I say Ewe-Pilo, when I say we in Ewe-Danigba, when I say Ewe-Danigba, I'm not only talking about the Volta region, but I'm talking about 4 or 5 countries put together or more. You're talking about Ghana, talking about the people of Gadangbe. When I talk about the Gadangbe, our people from Greater Accra all the way to Osudoku attached to the Volta region, the Voltarians, Anglos, all the Voltarians. Okay, then our people in Togo, Benin, and Nigeria, the Yoruba, these are all part of the Ewe-Danigba. That is what was known as what? The Slave Coast. Then we have the Gold Coast, then the Ivory Coast. This is how the Europeans divided our land during the slave trade. So, we as a vow, our God, let's say our Mawuga, is the God of thunder and lightning, and his name is who? Yever. Now, when we proceed, the Almighty said, and his people are called by his name. Mm-hmm. So if his people are called by his name, then his chosen priesthood nation must have a name. Mm-hmm. So now we've established the name of the Creator as Yever, mm-hmm, in the Ewe-Pilo language.
Yever, God of thunder.
God of thunder, lightning, and fire. Now, when we go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 10, it's also mentioned there that my people who are called by my name is there. Then from there we go to 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. It also starts, the paragraph starts, if my people who are called by my name. Now, this is Yever, the God of thunder, lightning, and fire. This is Yever. So how do you know his people? Which means if his people are called by name, it means that his people derive their name from his name. So from there, you have, what do you have here?
Eve.
Ever. That is ever, or a vow referring to us. Evers. So, Yeber,
God of thunder,
lightning and thunder. He has his own priesthood nation. Yeah, that is the vow. So I'm coming there. So that is why today, even from the ancient of days, even from the time the nation of Israel was there, the God of thunder and lightning was there. If you go to Nogokbo today, the God of thunder and lightning is still there.
It's still there.
It's still there. We brought it our ancestors. Good. We will come to that.
Hurry up.
We will come to that. You've asked a very good question. Why is it not striking?
No.
Okay. But you see, that is why I told you, to understand African spirituality, we need to redefine the Eurocentric concept of God, because their concept of God has nothing to do with our concept of God. For instance, when you go to First Samuel, I wish we have the Bible here. First Samuel, chapter 12, verse 8. There they say Samuel invoked the God of thunder and lightning. So until you invoke it, until you activate it and assign a specific role to him, cannot just get up and strike. In the ancient past, when the Israelites were even going to war, it's a God of war. He goes to war. He strikes all his enemies dead. That is why today, up to today, people don't really understand why the God in the Bible in those days was striking people dead by lightning and thunder.
Okay. Please, Nufiala, let me ask this question. So are you saying that the God of Ewes, God of thunder, lightning and fire, is he different from the creator God we know, or is the same person? Is it the same God that we Christians are worshiping? Because you keep quoting the scriptures.
Yes.
I want to understand that before I move to my next question.
You've asked a very good question, and I will quickly come to that. I will answer the question. The problem with us as a people is because we are borrowing somebody's eyes, somebody's concept to understand who the creator is. So the Europeans package, or let me say repackage, a concept of God for us, and we accepted it without questioning where the name God came from. Now, Ewes, the God of thunder and lightning, is the same God. But you know what happened? Over the period of time, the name has been translated or called in a different way. The modern Hebrews, or the modern Hebrew, led by the Ashkenazi Jews, call him what? Yahweh.
It's the same.
It's the same. You see, when you translate, it's just, let me give you an example. I'm an Ewes. Let me say you are an Akan. And I saw a book written in the Akan language, and I realized that it is good. So I would like my people to also read it. So when in the translation, I have to use my culture, my tradition, my understanding of my people in the translation for them to understand. It's the same thing that took place. So from the original name, it was moved to Yahweh. It was moved to Yahweh. No, sorry. From there it came to what? Yahweh. Hey. You see, this word, the Yud, V, it's not in the English language. So they have to replace it with what? V.
So, Onyankopon no tesoro no. Owa igbedin ena edin mo fetiri din no. So from Ewes to
So from Ewes, they gave the word Yahweh. Now, the modern Hebrews, or let me say the Ashkenazi Jews in the land of Israel today, who claim to be the chosen people of the Most High, came out with this modern Hebrew, using their what, alpha, whatever, B, and something. This is modern Hebrew. This has nothing to do with the ancient Pilo name of the creator. It's totally two different things together. Now, if they claim, excuse me to say, if the current Ashkenazi Jews in Israel claim they are the children of the Most High, can you derive the name of the creator from the name of their God? No. Israel, they call themselves Israelis. There's a difference between Israelites and Israelis. Moses and co, Job and co, they were all black people. They were not white people, and I'm going to prove it on your show that all these people are black people.
Are they Ewes?
I'm coming. We are coming to that place. So now, back to your question. In the ever-pilo concept of God, we have the duality of God. Now, or duality of the Creator. Let me stop using the word God. The duality of the Creator. And this moves to all our local languages here in Ghana. Okay. Now, Yahweh is the sacred name, his sacred name. So our people don't really call him anyhow. So we have what we call Mawufemor Lisa. Sogbe.
Okay.
Sogbe, I'm coming. Sogbe gives you the male energy of the Creator. Mm-hmm. Lisa gives you the female energy of the Creator. Now, when you come to our brothers, the Gadangbes, they have Ata na Nyumo. Ata representing the male energy. Then Na gives you the female energy. Then when you come to our cousins, the Akants, they have Ochediampon, Kwame, Asasi, Ya. Ochediampon Kwame gives you what? The male energy. Asasi Ya gives you the female energy. So you can see it transcends through all the tribes.
Okay. You are watching Revelations. Why? And that's what was soon. I be free. Same time next week, Revelations will come your way. I want to ask him about Jesus. And I want to ask him about the God of tender in Nugokpo. What about the God of mercy? So same time next week, let's continue this very beautiful conversation. You are watching Revelations. So the Bible actually will bunu pope ni so obesesa. Or so introduce new book. Enti edruwa ye beto aso why? Because abo pusa. Ya wanted that sender why?